It's week 14 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Commanders. Rocket Arm quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Commanders and the Giants on EA Sports.
Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game. Up. Love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception and left. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. It's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw. Freeman. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Down the sideline he goes. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the option. 46 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Back to throw. Freeman. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down. McLeod, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. McLeod, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC.
As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Freeman. And that will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
We're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Up the middle they go. McLeod.
And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. 3rd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLeod. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4.
They'll set up a throw.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. McLeod.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10 to the 27-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal. Back to throw. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Now, he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Being chased out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Up the middle they go. It's Morrison. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On third down, here's Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now a handoff up the middle. McLeod. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Morrison. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Morrison. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Freeman. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw again. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll look to throw again. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
And New York set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down. of the gun. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. McLeod, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing the slant pattern here complete. He's got his first catch here before. Time and it goes for a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but again, zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you hope. He makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 40 yards.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap. The first few plays of any series, and a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first,
Let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the visiting Dolphins who come away victorious on the road. Tua Tagovailoa, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio, to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. It's Jaden Daniels with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Freeman. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Looking to throw. Freeman. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, it's Morrison. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLeod, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll drop to throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Breaks a tackle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Up the middle they go. It's Morrison. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw. Freeman. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Freeman.
Setting up the screen. Harris.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Freeman. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
And 7.
Looking to throw. Freeman. Flush to his right. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now out come the Giants.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because it stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. McLeod, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLeod, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Washington ready to try again on offense.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. With their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
2nd and 5.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they run with Harris off the option.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the gun on 3rd down, Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. They go play action here on 1st down.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Thomas,
28 yards.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. In motion right is Robinson. They'll look to throw here.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And he comes back with one complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run on 1st down.
Morrison.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Off the play fake, Freeman. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
On 1st down, it's Morrison, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Freeman. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
At the Giants' 36-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morrison. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 2nd down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
3rd and 8.
Looking to throw.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.